If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop. And from the clean and modern off-light shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. Located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf, you can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine County and surrounding areas since 2020, serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. So while you support the team on the field, come support our team in donating to this great cause. More information can be provided across all of our social media platforms or by visiting gf.me/u/ZPNWMM. Thank you, the fans, for all the support you've given the Muscatine Riverhawks over the last 5 years.
The following broadcast is a production of the Riverhawks Media Network and is property of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of Muscatine Riverhawks football is strictly prohibited.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Riverhawks Weekly, joined by the entire RMN crew. Tyler Bean, former Monmouth College wide receiver Jake Landry, Troy Hippen, production supervisor, and Zach Holberg, the cameraman, getting some camera time as well. Guys, happy Tuesday. I guess we're doing this a day late, but here we are.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Sunday's loss at the Midwest Hawks? Troy?
It was tough. I mean, where the tent was located and the truck was parked right in front of the tent, I didn't see the game besides looking through the screen. But I felt like a typical fan watching the game. There were some tough calls, and it was extremely difficult to kind of sit there and watch that, but also know that you're also there and you're not reacting in the same sense. But yeah, tough calls. I truthfully still kind of frustrated about some of it, but there's nothing we can really do about it. So it's just kind of just kind of an emptiness in a sense.
Yeah, Jake, Zach, what about you guys?
You go ahead, go first. I'm going to probably take a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Troy summarizes it pretty well. It was kind of a tough game to watch at some points, but it is what it is, and it was a bitter way for the season to end, but there's always next year too. So
Yeah, I think before Jake goes, because you're gonna take a while, and that's okay. So obviously for a lot of us watching the game, of course we're frustrated. I felt like the better team lost, and people can get on social media and say, "Oh, you're being biased. You're not being objective." Make no mistake about it. The Riverhawks at 2 points in Sunday's contest had multiple opportunities to put the game away. They were up by a couple scores, made simple mistakes. Not playing through the whistle was one of the primary ones I saw. That was a huge catalyst to why the Riverhawks ultimately lost. But in my opinion, that was by far one of the worst called football games I've ever seen. And that's not just calls that went against Muscatine, that's calls that went against the Midwest Hawks as well. That crew was IHSA certified, and if you're an MAFL owner watching this game, or rewatching the game or watching this podcast, I would get the names of those officials and I would never allow them to call another game in your league ever again. Especially in a playoff game, it shouldn't be warranted that this crew is able to work. Numerous guys I've talked to from both Peoria teams, the Midwest Hawks and the Peoria Punishers, have said that crew has worked multiple games this year, and none of which have been good. So, in my opinion, I really think it starts with making sure you've got a pretty sound crew working. And I know a lot more goes into that than what we're aware of, but just all in all, it was a frustrating and pretty salty way to end the year. A team that, in my mind, was the better team on Sunday and had a real solid shot at winning another league championship, had that squandered due to some poor officiating and simple mental mistakes on their end. So, what about you, partner? I know you got a lot to say.
Well, of course, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on the refs, but let me be objective for a minute here.
Yep.
On the Riverhawks side of the ball, you're right. There was a lot to be left on the table. Our Achilles heel this season has been extra point attempts, leaving points on the board. I don't even think we might have converted one on Sunday. In a game that close, you have to convert and score points whenever you get the chance. We had opportunities in the red zone that we didn't score. And just overall, I understand the frustration of the referees and, the calls not going your way. It's frustrating, yes, but, you always say championship teams find a way. And there was definitely a lot left on the table. However, there was some fantastic performances. I'll give credit where credit is due by the defense and by the offense. I think that team, given the circumstances, played a solid, complete game as they could play besides the extra points and occasional red zone defenses. However, going to another point is this can go towards both teams. After every single play, and I'll give credit to the Riverhawks as well, they started, this was a problem at the beginning of the season, the after the whistle banter, everybody talking to one another, everybody, when you're on their sideline, you've got to say something to them, they got to say something to you, everybody just, play football. It's not fun when you're not having fun. If you're out there and your sole goal is to just sound tougher than the next guy, look tougher than the next guy, you're missing the point. And, that's just a message to everybody who plays the game at any level, man. It's not fun if you're not making it fun. However, now I'm getting into the rest part. I saw a couple calls that were just abysmal. As a wide receiver, when you see a guy move his feet, that is an automatic whistle blown. My freshman year, I moved my knee a little bit before the snap, and they threw a flag, and it was the most embarrassing thing ever, but it still was a penalty. I saw receivers break down like they were about to take off for their routes in front of referees and nothing. And the absolute biggest moment to me from that game is, how do you call a stop on fourth down? They stop us on fourth down, and you place the ball marker behind the first down line? That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. And so, like I said, you could call us not objective and biased or whatever. I'd say we've done a pretty, yes, we've had our moments because we are, after all, Riverhawks Media Network. I'd say we did a pretty good job giving referees credit where credit is due and being objective in other games. But this game, I found it difficult to do that. I try to be the voice of reason in occasions like that, but I was speechless at many parts. I was speechless. So in a league like this, especially where everybody wants to get recognized, everybody wants to shine in this league, if you have referees like that, and you have games that go that way. That was 3.5 hours long. An 8-man semi-pro football game, an 11-man college and high school football game should not be 3.5 hours long. Just this game needs to be one that everybody needs to take a look at and figure out what this league needs. And that's really all I got to say about it.
Yeah, the Midwest Hawks will play the Peoria Punishers in a in-town rivalry, the Battle of Peoria, as they'll call it, on July 11th for the MAAFL title. So from us, good luck to both of those teams. It should be a good game. I believe they played earlier this year, and it was very close. So that should be a good contest to watch. I think all in all, for me, at least, I've coached in this league, and now I've called games in this league. I guess my challenge to every owner and every player, Riverhawks included, for this league is to do better and be better. We saw this year plenty of sideline banter and scuffles will happen. I mean, it's a game of aggression. It's a game of testosterone. But we have to understand as a league why we're out here. It's semi-pro ball. Nobody's getting paid to go out and play. And when you got parents on the sideline telling their kids more of what not to do versus the guys they should be role modeling their play after in JFL and into high school ball, we're not doing this right. And, there are good moments in this league. There are a lot of players that have a lot of respect for each other. But in my opinion, I think the sideline banter and the scuffles after each and every play and talking back and forth, you're out there to play football, and that's what you should focus on. Just like we're out to call games, and that's what we focus on, and we just happen to rep our team colors. And of course, we're going to, like you said, Jake, be a little bit biased towards our organization. But regardless, end of season, another successful season. The Riverhawks did quite well, got to the playoffs, and just came short of an MAAFL championship berth. So we move on, and this network will continue to move on as we cover Riverhawks football in the future, and so we're looking forward to having you, the viewer, along with that. I think we take a quick break and come back and break down the top 10 plays of the 2021 Muscatine Riverhawks football season, and we'll be right back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Looking to level up your game this offseason, or take care of your body mid-season for that late-season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad City's choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Travel accommodations for the Muscatine Riverhawks and the Riverhawks Media Network are provided by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, located at 3220 East 53rd Street, Suite A in Davenport. More information can be provided by calling 563-209-9631. Enterprise Rent-A-Car, proud sponsors of Riverhawks football. This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network, joined by the entire RMN crew. Troy Hippen, Jake Landry, Zach Kohlberg. It is time for us to break down the top 10 plays of the 2021 Riverhawks season, and here we go.
So coming in at number 10, we got the Central State Savages game. This is Paris Taylor early in the game, deep touchdown run.
Great game for him, that game. I believe he had, 3 huge catches and, I think just this touchdown. But overall, this was probably my favorite game of the season as well.
Also,
What a
props
catch.
props to Tyler Newsome, too, for putting out a dime as well, too. That can't be an easy toss. Number 9, we got, easiest way to describe it, Nick Smith's kickoff tackle.
This was a game-changing moment here.
That's why he got player of the game.
Yep, his special teams was his
What
thing.
a
He had a touchdown as well that week too.
Yep.
Number 8, we're still at the Central State Savages. It was a great game, so there's a lot of great highlights. But here's Rob Jones and his fake punt.
Now this
Yep.
changed the tide.
This changed the tide of the season.
This is where the momentum really started.
That's my season-defining moment right there.
Yep.
Sticking with the Savages again. Shea Mundine with that strip sack for a touchdown right here. Kind of a long developing play, though. But
I tell you what, there's a reason Shea Mundine's one of the big leaders on this defense, and it's the effort that he gives week in and week out. This guy's played ball overseas, knows how to play this game, and dominant force.
AG Beast mode right here at number 6.
This is a guy we probably could have used
On
last
Sunday, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite plays to call that game. I was
For
doing.
reasons
You weren't
like
there
this.
for that one, but yeah,
Yeah.
this was one of my favorite plays.
All this is effort.
Yep.
Nothing but effort.
Well, I mean, size helps.
Well,
Yeah. Coming in at number 5 is actually the very next play of that game. Lorenzo Sims scores a one-handed touchdown right here.
Yeah, this was a pretty cool play. I'm not gonna lie.
I tell you what, if there's any offensive player I'm looking forward to seeing in the future, it's number 5.
I completely agree.
Pick from last Sunday, Josh Wilson's pick 6 right here. Actually tipped first by the defensive captain, Shea Mundine.
Yeah, I tell you, I thought this was really going to be the turning point in this game.
Yeah, we manifested this, by the way.
If we were talking about a Riverhawks win, this was going to be the play that
Yep.
we really...
I completely agree. Yep, we manifested. We said we need a pick 6 right here to turn the tide.
Yep.
This next one at number 3, my favorite player, Raekwon Jefferson. Early in the season against the Midwest Hawks, pancakes 2 offensive linemen to get that sack.
Honestly, this is another guy we could have used on Sunday. Raekwon's been playing pro ball in Wyoming, and we really did miss him on Sunday. And, here we go, a little bit of a celebration after this. Way to put this in there, partner.
Yeah, he gets a little extra browning points, digging the grave, covering it up as well, too. Got to give love to the big boy. Number 2, a little bit of teamwork right here. Shea Mundine and Dalton McCarty for a scoop and score lateral.
I'll put McCarty in as one of my players of the season for sure. He had an outstanding season. And Shea Mundine, you probably had to buy him dinner that night because that touchdown should have been his.
Some honorable mentions before we get to number 1. This is against the Tri-State Timberwolves. Rob Jones returns this pick 6. There's a block here that, looking at it a second time, possibly looks like it should have been a flag, but...
Yeah, if I'm a ref here in this kind of game, I probably would have thrown a flag on it, but...
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
That was a rough game.
Yeah, it was a long one, too.
Zach Minch right here catching it and giving a very nice juke to avoid the defender to score the touchdown.
There's a guy also you could put one of the players of the year. He was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pure effort play for me. I think this is Kevin Dowell Jr. Just not giving up on the play and just fighting through the pile to get to the touchdown.
Yep,
Play through the whistle.
All effort.
And then, unfortunately, we weren't able to get the Devin Davis scoop and score because of technical difficulties, but here we got him doing a little 2-point conversion in the first round. But then here at number 1, this was a pure electrifying play. We got Zach Minch coming across the field here and just going above the defender for that hurdle. And unfortunately, gets
get in there, big man.
shoestring tackle. But Kyle Franklin with that penguin celebration over there in the corner was the true highlight possibly of that one.
Yeah, a lot of great plays. I really think that there were plays that we didn't even get to include in the top. I mean, it's a top 10 for a reason, but, in my opinion, guys to look out for next year, obviously, Lorenzo Sims is one, Paris Taylor's another, Zach Minch, and then defensively guys like Devin Davis and Rob Jones, a very young nucleus that this team has and something that they can grow from and the successes that they had this year. It's sad that it's coming to an end, but I really think all in all this team has just done a great job of keeping a strong core and a strong coaching staff, and excited to see what the future holds.
Yeah, I completely agree. And There's the thing about this league is it seems like there's a lot of shifting between teams on who goes and plays where, but it seems like this team out of all of them is one that everybody wants to play for, and that's definitely a testament to the ownership and the kind of family that this team is. And I'm definitely looking forward to next year. Hopefully, a lot of familiar faces, but hey, you never know, and that's sports. That's the beauty of sports. Is we're going to definitely see a couple people say their farewells after this season, but like I said, I mean, next year is just a lot to look forward to.
Well, I guess that's something that we haven't really talked about. Our viewers know that we do this podcast and we cover every game, and that takes a lot of time out of our own personal life. Jake, obviously, you just graduated from Monmouth, but, what are all three of you really going to do in your spare time this offseason?
I get to go home finally for at least a little while, so that'll be nice.
And you're coming back to Monmouth, right?
Yes, I will be. I'll be a senior this year, so
Lacrosse.
yes.
Yep. Nice, nice. Jake, what about you?
I'm working. I will be in Muscatine. Working
this
for.
This would be a time to do a little bit of a pitch.
Yeah, if you want to buy ad space at 93.1 The Buzz and KWPC, hit me up, 832-389-916. Bleep that out. I don't want my phone number. Yeah, but I'll be working. I'll be in Muscatine, and who knows, maybe I'm rocking the black and yellow next season. We'll see.
There you go. What about you, Troy?
I live in Monmouth, so I'm just going to be working and doing that stuff and going back to school, but I'm unfortunately probably dedicated to this team a little more than what an intern probably should be, because I'm probably going to be trying to figure out ways to make this better for next season as well too, with the stream itself and not having so many technical issues. Because obviously we're a first-year media team. Like, obviously it's not going to be perfect right off the bat, but having some Wi-Fi issues during a critical game like last Sunday's that was just frustrating on my part, but there's nothing I could do about it. But just working on how to improve that and the overlays and getting everything better and nicer and just smoother. And so I'll probably be working on some of this while also creating some graphics for the team to use for stats and everything else like that. But yeah, unfortunately, even though this might be the last podcast, I'm still going to be working on some things and talking with Coach Eric Johnson on some improvements. Looking forward to next year. Don't know if that means I'm coming back or not, but I want to at least leave this in a position where it'll be a massive improvement from the second year to the next, from the first year to the second year.
For sure. I think that's the big thing to, a moment of recognition. This is the first semi-pro team to have their own media coverage, not just for 1 week or 2 weeks or one game, week in and week out. We started this process way back in December and January.
Oh, it was November.
Yeah, getting you guys on board. Right, getting you guys on board, and between Eric's house and then of course my house, getting everything, doing the troubleshooting, doing dry runs for commercials on my computer in my office, and here we are at the end of the year wrapping things up. Any memorable moments for you guys?
Burlington.
Yeah.
That was quite a first game.
Yeah, seriously, set the tone for the season and truthfully to the league too.
Hashtag this league.
Yeah, really. But I remember, I think it was 2 weeks in, we were still going to Eric's house because he had all the equipment and stuff. We truthfully hadn't seen Tyler in person yet, which I met Tyler on a Zoom call, and Coach Eric Johnson missed my interview. He slept through it, thought it wasn't important enough.
I'm happy that made a podcast.
Boy, was he mistaken. He calls me every day. It's kind of annoying, but hey, it's okay. But I remember at one point, I looked at Eric and I said, I don't know how you expect this to work with this equipment. I really don't think we can get this off the ground. We have not moved in 2 weeks. We don't even have a stream. We can't even get it figured out. And then it's week one approaching, and all of a sudden things just started to click. And we've just hit the ground running. And, technical issues, of course, but wow. The transition from absolutely nothing to a product we can actually put out on social media and Facebook and YouTube and stuff was so quick that anybody looking at it would be like, oh, wow, that's actually very impressive.
Yeah. Those moments where we would come here, we drive all the way out here, and then we leave with about as much as we showed up with, and I just remember texting my mom like, we are in trouble. But my favorite moments were just the opportunities, like when you weren't here, I got to do some play-by-play. I enjoyed that. I like the guys on the team. They're funny. They crack me up. Some of the stuff they say. I think it was Dakari Mars on the sideline on Sunday. I can't repeat what he said, but man, it made me laugh so hard I had to turn off my mic, and I went, Dakari, you're my favorite player on this team right now, man. So definitely, just being close to the players and, learning about this team. Overall, it's been an experience, to say the least.
This was all your guys' first true experience of 8-man football, right?
Yeah, it was.
So, what about you, Zach? Anything memorable?
I don't know. I guess the drives to and from the games were interesting. Those were probably my favorite parts about the internship. But yeah, getting to interact with the team and kind of moving a little bit outside of my comfort zone. It was all a great experience. But just the kind of people that I met, I think, is the most valuable part of it for me.
Well,
wait. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler. What about you, man?
Was it the car rides?
I will say 99% of the car rides were at my expense.
Oh, wow. Absolutely.
A little bit of an understatement, actually.
These guys were ruthless.
It's when you stopped feeding us. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. So to me, obviously, coaching took a lot of my time and a lot of my effort away from home. And I guess the same thing happened here. I mean, this group took a lot. It took a lot of all of our time and weekend time, and probably one thing I'm most looking forward to is more time at home with my fiance and her family, and the people. Thank you. Being able to rekindle with my alma mater and give back to the college that I love was certainly awesome and worthwhile, and hopefully Monmouth, you allow this to happen again. Get a few nicer kids this time.
He's grateful for us.
They can be nicer, but they'll be more boring. I promise you that.
I'm just kidding. No, you three were an absolute treat to work for or work with.
Work for.
No, you guys were awesome. You gave a lot of your time and efforts into this, and we got on each other's nerves from time to time, but I think we put a good product out there. So it was certainly fun. But I am looking forward to some free time. So
yeah, I think all of us are, but also at the same time, like, I think speaking for all of us, we're very appreciative of like how the Riverhawks were for us. Like I wasn't even there for the first day. I was considered a COVID close contact and couldn't go, but like Zach and Jake went first day at the tryouts and were just handed this equipment and was like, figure it out, do whatever. But like, I walked in and not once was anybody like, oh, who's this kid? What's this? Yep. Like, it was immediately just acceptance, and it was into the family. Like, in the podcast earlier, we mentioned Raekwon playing a little bit more professional and stuff. Like, I helped him put together a highlight reel for him to take with him to a tryout for him to get recognized. And he did, and he went out to Wyoming and played a little bit of football. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but like, just being able to help guys possibly achieve those things and be accepted in that sense was honestly perfect, and I couldn't have asked for a better team or organization to be a part of.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree, and I think the big thing we need to thank is the sponsors, Eric and Melissa and Kyle and Sam, for all their help and their assistance getting this off the ground. Obviously, it's going to benefit them in the long run with the things we're able to do sponsorship-wise and the things that we have going behind the scenes that people don't know yet but will. I really think this was successful and will move forward as being a successful brand, because that's really, we're trying to grow the Riverhawks brand, and that doesn't happen without their help, and then the sponsors as well. If you're a sponsor watching this, I could name them all off the top of my head, but just because I don't want to leave anyone out, you know who you are. Thank you for your support in this organization and being a part of this kind of pilot program in terms of what we're trying to make this brand stand out for and the product. And all in all, it was a successful year. Anything else?
Yeah, if you know anyone who has a business or wants to be a sponsor, you know who to contact. Not one of us.
You could contact me now. That's in the works. We'll have more details later.
Yeah, but we're always looking for more sponsors. So if you know of somebody, or you think of hey, I don't personally know you, but I think I know what you'd be interested in, talk to them, have them reach out to us. We'd love more sponsorships. We'd love to get the business back to those organizations and stuff. So we appreciate all that. We appreciate the sponsors. So yeah, if you know anybody, send them our way. We'd love to have them as sponsors and get them recognized as well.
I know Melissa and Sam and Kyle and Eric have more than enough sponsorship package options to cater to the size of any business. So we'd love to put you in on a show in the future. But for now, we don't got no more. That's going to wrap the 2021 season for Riverhawks football. So for the entire RMN team, got Troy, Zach, former Monmouth College wide receiver Jake Landry, and I'm Tyler Bean signing off until next season. Take care, folks.
To keep up with everything Muscatine Riverhawks, follow us on all social media platforms to see everything behind the scenes, weekly podcasts, and of course, our live streams of games every Sunday. You can follow us on Facebook at Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network, on Instagram at Muscatine Riverhawks, Twitter at Riverhawks_MN. You can follow us on YouTube at Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network, and then you can follow us on Snapchat at Riverhawks 2017.
We're back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies Riverhawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? A change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside.
What's a pizza?
That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Nutrition Outlet. If you're looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
From maintaining that perfect smile to the most complex dental needs, Parkway View Family Dentistry is committed to providing you and your team with safe, gentle, and high-quality dental care. Sensitive to your needs, it is their goal to make you feel comfortable visiting their practice while providing the best possible care. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information can be provided or schedule an appointment by calling 309-792-0513. Parkway View Family Dentistry, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. You have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373-0505 and are proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those small walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine Riverhawks.